Hello, welcome back in Drawing by Observation. In our last lesson we learned to see depth, and we started with a mural, and we made already the door opening, the door frame, and a little room we could see behind. We want to create the illusion that we can walk from this big room into that little room, but we want to draw an open door with glass windows like in our sketch. So today we're going to draw the open door. And the optical problem of the open door is going to be our theme for today. Today we're going to talk about foreshortenings. We're going to go step by step. Here you see a circle. It's a circle from a cylinder. It's a circle from a cylinder from a bottle. If we see at the bottle, we can see that the distance goes from here to here. Now, what's the distance between the two pencils? The distance gets bigger between my two pencils and the bottle gets larger. If I turn it again, you can see that from the angle you're looking at the bottle, the distance of the bottle gets shorter. This in a horizontal movement. If we look at the square form, here we have a square form. If we look at the square form, we can see it's a square form from a box. Now, how long is this box? If I measure the distance between the two pencils, the box is this short or this long. When I move the box in the full length, you can see the distance between the two pencils get larger and larger. And now they get shorter again. In this horizontal movement, we can see that from the angle we choose, the distance gets shorter. So far, horizontal movements. If we make a vertical movement, here you see some pencils. They're all the same length. That's what you see. They're all the same. But if I turn them, you can see that they all have different lengths. And if I turn them all the way, you can see their real length, short or long. And this was a vertical movement. So today we're going to see foreshortening. Let me draw something for you. Can you see what I'm drawing? Can you imagine what I'm drawing? This is a door. I'm drawing my father. I can see my father walking out of the door. I'm looking right on top of him, and he's coming out of the door on the floor. And I'm on the second floor, and I can see him right from the top on his head. So I drew his head. Does my father look like that? No. In real, my father is tall. He wears a hat and a jacket. He's going to work, and he got a suitcase. And I've seen him from the first floor looking down. I saw his head, a part of his shoulders, and I saw his suitcase. This is looking straight on top of him. Let's draw something together and use our fantasy. We're sitting on our chair, and if we look at the floor and we imagine that the floor is a mirror, we're gonna draw ourselves how we see ourselves in the mirror. So we start the four legs of our chair. The connection in between the legs of the chair. The center where we're sitting on. Hold it up on the mirror. Here we're sitting. There is a connection for us not to fall. And here we see our feet on the chair. Let's say hello to ourselves so we're in the picture. Here comes the hands. And here is the head. The head is so much smaller because it's farther away from the mirror. And the feet are so much bigger because they're close to the floor, close to the mirror. So far, we're still talking about foreshortening. If you watch my arm, my jacket, and you measure with your pencil like you learned in our program on depth, you measure that my upper arm is as large as my forearm. Now, if I put my arm right straight to you, you can see, you measure with your pencil, that the distance of my upper arm is longer than the distance of my forearm. Now, let me draw this for you so it becomes very clear. Here is the head, my shoulders, my upper arm, my forearm, and my hands. And here you can see that the distance of the upper arm is longer than the distance of the front arm. For so far, in our series on human body, the foreshortening will become very, very important. But we talk about it later again.